All right, good afternoon. It is Sunday, 1 p.m. Welcome to SARGE'S Livestream. Got a very, very, very special guest today. Let's get through some business first. There's we have a sale, 15% off all posters and comic books and things. It's got to use the Out of the Woods. There's a coupon code. I'll post it here in a bit. So go over there. If you want to get something on for the summer, you can. Again, Out of the Woods is the coupon title. Use that. What else we got to talk about? I'm waiting to get a couple of people's input on. There's a couple of military guests that want to show up today, but I haven't heard from them yet. So if you're out there, Katie, if you're there, sign in. Let me know you're here. I want you and your mom to talk today. And the second thing is Darwin. For those you don't know who Darwin, he's my former co-host from the show. He's doing another contest to win a gun. So I'm going to post it up and I want you guys to help him out. All right. So let me tell you about our guest today. This is a real honor for me. I love when I meet people who embody the values that I really cherish. And one of them is just having the ability to get started and get stuff done. And I met this this guy. What do you mean? It's so hard to talk about fucking people these days. What word do you use to describe him? A man. I met this gentleman. I can't call him a young man because, anyways, I met Chris at an event we did last, I think 2 weekends ago. And just one of those guys, man, you see it right away. You see yourself in him, right? He's just a badass. And I was totally intimidated by him because he's just young and strong and handsome. I go, man, that son of a bitch. I can't believe, all right, I got to stand next to this, because it's like standing next to a beautiful girl on screen. No one ever sees you. They just see the beautiful girl. Like, were you in that movie? Yeah, man. But, so he's got that. He has that thing. His name's Chris Jai Alex. I hope I said your second name right. He'll correct me if I'm wrong. Great actor. He's been around. He's one of these Hollywood gems, these secret gems that are here. He's done 50 or 60 different TV shows, dozens of movies, 65 movies, 54 TV shows. I'm reading off his IMDb. I don't know how many games, 9, 10 games. He's the voice of Mace, of course, which is just outstanding. But that is just such a small part of what he does. And I want to bring him on to talk about his career, how he got there, and about his methodology, what he does to be successful, because he's successful. Remember, when we measure success, we don't measure it against other people. We measure it against how we progress from our idea to realization of the idea. That's our progress. You can't control so many things about your life, but you can control your attitude and you can control your effort. If you can do that, then you're going to have pretty much the stuff you want. He's got a very impressive career. You may not know him yet, but he's doing great things. Let me read you a little about him. I love his. I can ask him who wrote his bio because it's an amazing bio. I'm going to read it to you a little bit. He's from Lansing, Michigan. Born into music. His mom was a singer. She was on Star Search. That was the original version of The Voice. Okay, of America's Got Talent. Years ago, it's called Star Search. His mom was on that. So this guy was born with the gene, and I hate him. I just hate him for it because when you meet him, it's like, oh yeah, of course oh man, why can't I be like that? Yeah, he just had that, he had that thing. He's got that thing that people in his business have that you can't teach it. He has that. Actually, it came from his mom. Then he went to New York. He worked in the music business. He was working with Def Jam a little bit. He was trying to produce. Now he has a company called Phoenix Productions. They make music. It's a record company. They make films. He's all over the fucking map, this guy. And he's good at things too. Martial arts. So you look at his resume, he's got stunt work everywhere. So this guy is just doing it in a large way. Let me show you his video, then I'll bring him on because he's sitting in the green room laughing at me. And he's just flipped me the bird, I think. Can't really blame him. All my guests today just fucking flip me off. Usually I make him drink, but he doesn't drink. I mean, how can I sit here with this man? Here, let me put him on.
For some creative, there's no greater hell than ambition without direction. All my life, I've watched people do the things that I wanted to do, and I didn't know how to get there.
Take the shot, Vic. Take the shot, Vic. Let him go! Vic, you take that goddamn shot! No! Thanks. Victim's name was Dan Montgomery. He was picking up food for his wife and son.
Did he have the same kind of latent bruising on his chest as the others?
Yeah. The next symbol's in the equation.
Okay, thanks.
Curious George, do you guys remember a tail or no tail?
The tail.
Gotta have a tail, right?
He's a monkey.
No tail.
A lot of people didn't look like me on television.
Now you don't allow something, but you don't allow, okay, good, I'm good.
And now you're in turn set in the Revolutionary War.
He's delivering this very serious piece, not slipped on one of the takes, and I hit Angus, and he's still in character. He's...
We were actually in real clothes from that era. Chris is already free, but he works for the Queen's Guard.
Liberty never smelled so sweet. Hey, Snowball.
I'm sorry, this is my first time on camera. I'm Chris J. Alex.
Sly Stallone was always a big influence. I mean, anybody growing up loved Rocky. I did as well. Apollo Creed, Carl Weathers. And then there's Mr. Wesley Snipes. Passion to 57, New Jack City. This guy had everything. I wanted to be like that. I wanted to be complete. I wanted to be in complete control of my instrument, voice.
To the voice of Boroses.
My favorite character, the voice of a god, Chris J. Alex.
I lead the pirate band known as Dark Matter. My name is Boros. There, in the center. It looks Cybertronian. Yes, Drift. Malgros the Defiler, I hereby sentence you to death.
The voice of Panthro, Chris J. Alex.
I grew up around, like, Ninja Turtles, comic books, everything. My mom, she was a huge comic book collector.
Let's watch some of the exceptional art direction, fight choreography, and the vocal performances of Michael Chiklis and Chris J. Alex.
Going to Deathstroke, I mean, we know he's a cold-blooded killer. We know that side of him. It's interesting to see the dichotomies between, Deathstroke going home, being the family man, and then, the Jackal, who's kind of like very much, if you have loose threads, I'm going to hang you with them.
How's the wife, Wilson? Show yourself. I'm right here. Will you join Hyde? Or will my men slit little Joseph's throat here and now?
There's a lot of tools that we have as on-camera actors that they take away when you're doing animation.
You're right. We have so many things like costume, for instance.
You have everything. You don't have to do multiple takes like traditional TV. You do one take, and then he can go back in with a camera. He can find angles. He can cut it together however they want.
Exactly. Why don't you just explain to our viewers, what exactly you guys do?
Blur was initially started, we're known for game cinematics, but we did the Thor thing that it's where we met. You just have to have talent. And if I was to say what's in my special tool belt, it's the ability to pick other people that are talented.
Fast forward, many years later, I got a chance to work with a lot of people who inspired me and see them firsthand, and it only made me want to do this more.
Sir Billy is coming out with Sean Connery. Bam at it.
Alex, Chris J. Alex.
What was it like working with Emmanuel and Emily? Can you reveal a little something from the show? Something that we can expect to see?
You can expect to see action.
All right, that was it, man. That's I'm just gonna put him on here and let him run the show because I can't even sit in the same screen with this guy. Amazing stuff. All right, let's give a nice warm welcome, SARGE'S Corner. Welcome to the incredibly talented and really just a great guy, Chris J. Alex. Get on here, my friend. There he is. Look at that handsome bastard. Oh my goodness, look at you.
Dude, I am honored to be on SARGE'S Corner, man. Thank you so much. I'm glad you reached out, man. I'm really elated. It's funny, like hearing you talk. I was like, who is he talking about? Seriously though, but thank you. This man is amazing himself. I'm sure it's your audience. They know all the cool stuff you're involved in. I'm just happy to be here, man.
Likewise. So let's I don't even know where to start. There's so much I want to ask you. Let's talk about your mom.
Okay, yeah.
She's not, because it feels like she's a real power player in your. I know she's with us still, right? No.
No. She passed away.
Yeah.
senior year in high school, but it was weird. I came from a very creative background, and it kind of started with her. Like, she taught me and my brother to be dreamers, and she taught me at a very young age the importance of, really working for yourself. She had a comic book store. She started out with that. I mean, some of the books she had.
Stop. Your mom had a comic book store.
That's what it's called, Fantasy Adventures.
Are you kidding me? Your mom had a comic book store.
Yeah, comic book
That
store.
is so unfair. That is so unfair. Oh my God.
Books we had, we had all Golden Age Silver Age stuff. Like the books we had, we would have never had to work again. I mean, my dad sold the books, but we had so many collections. We had a really, really big collection. But out of that came from, us really, learning to engage our imagination. She would do stuff where it encouraged us to draw murals on the house and stuff like that. And my brother was an artist. I couldn't draw a lick, but she really taught us to like sing and be ready, and just we kind of lived that showbiz life vicariously through her. So I guess we got closest,
Oh my goodness, dude, that's an amazing story. So you Lansing, Michigan, high school. Was it were you an athlete? Did you do any sports? What was your high school like?
My high school was cool, man. I started out in Cornell. I grew up in a place called Okemos, Michigan. You can imagine how many black kids there were out there, so I was one of the first. But I grew up in Okemos, Michigan, and then when my mom would get sick, we would go to Detroit with my grandparents. So I kind of got really
interesting.
We grew up quick, like especially Detroit It was kind of rough back then. So it was like
Detroit is. You can leave it at that. Detroit is.
Yeah, Detroit.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But I quickly saw the dichotomy of living in a place like Okemos that was nice and open, and then going to a rougher place. So I had that kind of barometer to see. Okay, these are kind of both extremes. So, long story short, high school was cool. I wasn't really an athlete, but I loved the idea of action movies. I always wanted to be like Wesley Snipes. So I always knew I wanted to get together and do martial arts with my friends or whatever, fake martial arts. I had an arrangement with my friend Sing Young. He taught me Tung Sudo, and I kind of taught him how to dance. It's like the textbook right out of the movie type deal.
Man, it's awesome.
But that was kind of my high school experiences. We just kind of we were music nerds, and me and my brother, we were into music, and then I was into I knew I was going to be Wesley Snipes one day. So I thought.
I think Wesley's got a long ways to go to match you, my brother.
Oh my God!
No. I worked with Wesley Snipes in a commercial.
He's a good dude.
About 3 decades ago. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. Levi's commercial.
Yeah. Oh, Levi's commercial. Oh, okay.
A long time ago. Yeah. I wasn't even an actor. I was a hockey player, and that's the story. It's not about me today. So, okay, cool. So you high school. I love talking to my community about challenges, how you overcome challenges. And, everybody has something they got to bump up against.
Yeah.
Nobody gets away clean. So what was one of your challenges? For me, I give you an example. My challenge was always a matter of confidence. I was never able to. I couldn't start a conversation. I had no idea how to start a conversation. I was just horribly shy, and it took me literally decades to know how to walk up and say, "Hi, my name is James C Burns. Nice to meet you." That's just recent, the last 20 years. That was one of my challenges.
I never would have gotten. Yeah.
Well, a lot of therapy, brother. Yeah. I don't have a big house because I have a lot of therapy bills. So what about you? Did you have when you were in high school or a young teen, any challenges, any type of self-hatred, any type of self-loathing, any type of thing that really makes you feel like, fuck, I don't want to do this? Have anything like that going on with you?
Well, I think some of my challenges were a lot more. I was handicapped, so we were in and out of hospitals my entire life.
Sure. We just lost your audio, buddy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back. Okay.
Somebody was trying to call me, but yeah, man, we were in and out of hospitals my entire life. My mom had a chronic illness; she had sickle cell, and I had really, really bad asthma, to the point where if I would get a cold, we would automatic hospital, we would stay in hospitals. So, we kind of learned to see the brighter picture, you know, at a very young age. Like, I mean, we would always be at a hospital, but it was kind of like a hotel because, you know, I would always get to eat the ice cream. And then when you're in the hospital, you know, my mom would be like, "Oh, well, what do you want? What do you want from home?" I'm like, "Okay, bring the Nintendo." So we always get to like, it would always feel like a little mini vacation. So you kind of always got to see the good within the bad. And then fast forward years later, I remember the biggest hurdle that we ever had, that I ever had was, for me, it was work. I didn't do well in school. I had a very short attention span, and I'm just the type of person that I couldn't work a regular job. If it came down to that, I would be, you know, the baddest dude in the subway, drumming on buckets. Like I job. And I remember one day, you know, when I printed up my own CDs, right? I borrowed some money from my dad, and then I remember that night I was, you know, one of those guys like, "Hey, listen to my music." My music was good though, so you know, I would walk up to people like, "Yo, listen to my music," and they would listen to me very early on. And you know, the first night I had made like $1,000. And
no kidding.
Ever since then, I never really looked back. So, I mean, the biggest test that I probably had where I knew it was like, okay, I'm gonna be okay, is I remember it was my senior year of high school, and we went to spring break. We went down to Panama City, right? I was just gonna hitch a bunch of ride. I had a whole bunch of records. I was gonna hitch a ride with some friends. I didn't have any money whatsoever. So we got there, and it was raining cats and dogs. And here's how good my friends were. So I hopped a ride to them, and then it was just raining cats and dogs. I didn't have like a hotel or anything, but like that, I just kind of like figured it out. So I was like, all right, well, we're here. So I literally got out of the car with just my CDs, and it was pouring rain. I'm like, okay, well, I got to figure something out. Walked up to the first two people I saw, sold some records, hustled, got a hotel room, and that night I had $500 in my pocket. I had $500 in my pocket, and I remember seeing my friends, and I had like a better hotel than they had. So I was like, dude, if you could drop me off and it's raining cats and dogs, I'll have $1 in my pocket. And then this same night, I'm living better than my homies. Like, I think I'm gonna be good. So ever since then, I kind of knew like, okay, if you're smart and you can figure something out, then that's really the only thing that separates you from somebody who may appear to have what you want. It's just the knowledge and hustle.
Well, also there's a moment before you take action for most people. Like, how do you initialize action? A lot of great ideas out there, a lot of great talent, but what is the moment of initialization? How do you get yourself to take that step? Can you remember that first sale when you walked up? What was going on with you? Were you excited? Were you nervous? Because it's always that first moment I'm interested in, when you figure something out, like, all right, I'm going in, I'm going to do this. And all of a sudden, for me, it became, right? I became an actor later on in my life, in my mid-40s. So I had to find a way to audition, because I was an athlete. So, you know, if I run faster if you run faster than me, you win. There's no argument, right? If I score more goals, we win. So it's empirical, but in this business, it's all subjective. So I had to find a way to not compete in the room. And I did that by, you know, I said, well, and I remember when I was a kid, we used to sneak into this public pool. Well, it's like country clubs, you sneak in, because we were the rat kids, right? Nobody wanted us around. So we sneak in and we swim, and then we try to get, you know, one more dive before the security came. Like, one more dive. So that thing of, I just need to have one more experience. So I kind of use that as an actor. So, okay, I want to go in here and have a maximum experience. Because if I don't get a job, I'll be miserable. If I go in and have a great experience in the audition room, I win. I'm successful. Okay, I guess that means something. All right, did I lose you, or
can you hear me?
You're back. We have a visual.
Somebody was trying to talk. I don't know how to put it in the airplane.
Because you are very popular. That's right. So anyways, so my point is, do you have a memory of that moment where it all shifted to where you felt, you know what, I'm going in? Is there a moment for you like that, or no?
I will be really, really honest with you. From a young point, like I told you, my mom came from showbiz.
Yeah.
This is how we kind of got out of our head. I remember my mom would say, look, because, you know, me and my brother, we used to sing. She was like, look, you never know who you are going to meet. You know, you could be on a subway, you could be in a train, you could be in an elevator. You never know who you're going to meet. So that being said, if you know you want to get into this business, if someone asks you to sing, perform, I don't care.
I love your mother. I love her. I love her.
She was amazing. She was like, I
love her.
You got 5 seconds. And I remember physically, like me and my brother, we'd be like, it was funny because my brother would be like, someone asked me to sing, I'd be like, good. And he would look at me, he like, I'm gonna tell mom. And we would actually get in trouble. Like, she would talk to us like if we didn't actually perform, like it was a little unspoken thing between me and my brother, like, you know what mom said. So I had always came to make a decision very, very quickly. I was never afraid of playing myself. And I was never afraid of like looking like an idiot, you know, because that kind of comes with it. Dude. And having that instilled at a very young age, it kind of, I think that's what kind of made me able to just take a risk. Like if I'm gonna take a risk, let's do it now. Because if I'm wrong, at least I'm gonna be wrong fast and I can change course. So that's kind of what it was for me.
What an amazing thing. You know, the thing I talk about a lot, we have a thing called SARGE'S Coffee. It's more of a mentoring version of this. And I say a couple of things repetitively. One is like pay attention to your attention. As you think, so shall your life become. You know. And the other one I talk about is somebody has to train us how to spot opportunity. Opportunity exists in the challenge. If there's an obstacle, that's your opportunity. You just have to retune so you can see the opportunity. And what your mom did for you, my opinion is that she said everything's an opportunity. It's right there. You gotta want to see it. You gotta want, and again, that took me many, many years. I became a hockey coach. So I got done playing hockey, and that was my big speech to guys who want to be goal scorers. You got to look for the opportunity. You don't wait for it. You look for it. Sometimes waiting is the opportunity, but the idea is you've got to look. You got to be actively seeking. Where is the opportunity here? Where is the chance? And you just validate everything I ever thought I believed.
Yeah, 100% true. It's funny. I don't know if you read this, but I started reading this book, The Alchemist. Like,
dude, one of my favorite books of all time.
Oh, yeah, it was like great.
Favorite of all time.
We're great. So I feel like, you know, you kind of you get out of it what you put in. So I really build up my mind. I really try to, because, you know, it is no. But you only need a couple of yeses to really get where you want to get. So, you know, fortifying your mind, reinforcing yourself, not looking for validation, but being prepared and being ready and finding the positivity in what you're doing and really enjoying the journey, because just as human nature, like, you know, you probably do it, like we're all actors. You will be on a gig. You'll be working as an actor and you'll be thinking, what happens after this? Well, I got to get my next gig. I'm going to be unemployed after this. It's like, it's so important to be present and take victory when you're victorious, because it is, if you don't, you'll be perpetually chasing a thing that will never come. So you got to have satisfaction in the journey. You got to be present, and it's okay to look for the future. We're always going to want more. We're always going to be more ambitious, and that's fine. But
it's good, actually. It's good.
It is. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. Otherwise, you stifle. You don't progress. But it is you have to be present, and you have to enjoy the journey and the victories along the way.
We talk a lot about being a beginner.
Yeah.
Like if you can't, like for me, if my day's not going well, sometimes I got to reduce to, okay, did I make my bed today? And I do a good job at making my bed. Did I? Oh, you know, if I'm not feeling good, I'll wash my dishes. I'll do things around. I'll get small victories and start building them tightly. Maybe just, you know what? Sometimes I just got to make sure I can tie my shoes right, for God's sakes. And that alone is enough to get me started, because, you know, I really don't believe that we chase passion. I think we train ourselves to put passion where we want it, so we have control over our passion. Like, hey, I want to be passionate about smoking this good. That allows me to choose on the big things where I want passion. Because if we're out there looking for outside of ourselves, it doesn't happen. But if we train ourselves to find it in everything, then the world just opens up and gradually becomes, you know, what we want it to be.
Yeah,
I knew I had you pegged right when I met you. I knew, I could tell.
I mean, we park our cars in the same garage. Like, yeah, that is a great way to retone. That's a great.
Yeah, I knew when I met you, because I sit down, I take people in, I kind of feel their auras and things, the energy. Like, I can tell some people don't want to connect. You just had that openness, the confidence and openness. Oh, this guy's. Let me go meet this guy. Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Sure enough.
I appreciate that. We're gonna get along. We're gonna get along just fine.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And our boy Jeff, of course, who I love it.
Jeff is amazing. He's another guy that's a go-getter, man. I really love the way he goes after. He doesn't really wait on opportunity he creates. I mean, the thing that we did, I was just like, I was blown away by the that he took, and I'm just like, man, if that energy exists, let me surround myself with that energy.
Yes, yes. Find the people who are going the direction you're going.
Yeah.
Find the people who have the same. Yeah. And if somebody is like dragging you back down, hey, I'm gonna step off a little bit. You catch up when you can.
Yeah.
You know. And sometimes people think that's being like, you know, I get this. I'm from a small factory town, and people just, you know, they struggle. Yeah. And there's a thing like, you know, don't forget where you came from. No, I want to fucking forget. I don't want that struggle anymore. I don't want to have to struggle anymore. And when you find your way out, come find me. I want to talk to you, but I can't go back there and rescue anybody. Because I've done that for decades, and it doesn't really serve anyone. You know, you can hold somebody up as long as, and then, you know, they may have something else, and you take your hands away, they crash and burn. Now they're pissed at you because you betrayed them. But no, I just ran out of energy, man. I can't do it for you. As a hockey coach, and I had a lot of kids who were just uber talented, and they would just get so close to being they get a pro contract or a good scholarship. And then the minute I took that pressure off them, it just went away. And you get so frustrated, you want it for somebody else more than yourself. That's why I quit coaching. I became an actor. So, you know what?
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of my friends and kind of a couple of people that I moved out here with. I can definitely relate to that. I think it's kind of thinking like this, like you can want something so bad for someone, right? Like I can be hungry for your success, but no matter how hungry I am, I can't eat for you. You gotta open your mouth. You have to eat for yourself.
Give me one of the screen. That's
boom. Like that early on, because I'm the type of person, I'll overextend myself, and when I see somebody who wants to do something, I'll pour myself into them, especially if they're my friend. I'll do anything and everything. And then it kind of got to a point where I was like, oh, okay, maybe this person doesn't want it as bad as they say they do. And not only is that taking from your energy, but, you know, you kind of gotta. It's like, you know, they say the thing about the plane going down. You got to put your mask on first before you help somebody else out. And there's still dreams and ambitions that I have that are very lofty, that take a lot of bandwidth. So if I'm going to redirect some of my bandwidth to help somebody, I either feel like, hey, we have to be able to grow together. You know, we have to go together, because if not, then it's just like, what are we doing?
I like to put it around where I say, I love it when I meet guys like you, and I know it's like, for me, I'm listening. Oh, there's somebody else over there in the woods chopping away. You're in the jungle chopping your way, making your own path. Hey, you good, CJ? You good? Yeah, man, I'm good. All right, see you at the next rock. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, I found this thing. Hey, yeah, if you go around that, what about, you know? It's like you kind of like two trees growing in the same direction. That's why I love it. And you say, I love the shit you say, because it just resonates. I had a thing we say that I can't want it more than the person I'm helping.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't want it more than the guys I'm coaching. I can't. It doesn't work that way, you know? Yeah. Let me say thanks to Francis. Thank you for that. I really appreciate, man. I really appreciate the help in the channel. Thanks, Francis. Parky Yaki, whatever that means. And we will, thank you for that. We will open this up to your guys to talk to this amazing dude here. Every time the more I hear you talk, man, the more I'm just like, I'm going to keep this guy around for a long time.
I like him.
With Jeff, man, I'm like, Jeff is not, I got him. He's not going anywhere. I got you now. You're not going anywhere. I got plans for you, man.
Let's do it. We got plans. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Man.
Actually, Jeff and I got a couple things we want to talk to you about very soon.
Okay.
Tango's one of them, but
already, yeah, I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it a lot.
We have other things going on. We're gonna get you part of it. Very, very immediate. Let's do what everyone wants to hear. Let's go there. Let's talk Call of fucking Duty.
Let's do it.
Mace.
Yes.
Dude, I was watching a video online, man. There's a video of the top Mace takedowns.
Oh, okay, yeah.
dude, and it went on forever. It was like 40 minutes. I go, how many fucking days did this guy? I mean, amazing stuff, man. And so give us some of your top lines. Like one is like, I love you call yourself. Give me your. I don't have your voice yet, but what is it? You call yourself an operator? What is
completely honest with you, man. So first of all, I never did any of the motion capture stuff. I just voice. So the person doing the takedown, that is another actor.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but it's not me. So hats off to the gentleman who's doing all the badassery. But yeah, I just do the voice. And I'll be honest, I have not played the game. Jeff has been getting me on, me to, I definitely want to. It's just the things that I'm doing right now require a lot of time, but I am going to do it. I feel like we should make an event. The stuff that people normally send me is definitely, you call yourself an operator. And and it was funny because one person sent me, I was like, whoa, what is this? And then a couple other people, I was like, oh, it's from the game because I felt some kind of way. The other line is fuck off now. So I was like, people just send that to me. I was like, wait, what is this? I was like, oh, it's a line for the game. But those are the two that people normally.
I get those sometimes. Hey, CQC, you call yourself an operator?
Yeah.
That's not my fucking line. Wait a minute. But then, this is guy. It's Mace. Oh, if it's fucking Mace, then I gotta say it. It's Mace. Yeah. So tell me about your process. It was just a bunch of auditions, and you got the gig. Was it an offer? How did you become Mace?
So it's weird. I would probably I guess I have one of those voices that sound all right when I'm yelling and for death or dying. But I had worked for the franchise several times. I mean, I think on Black Ops, I was one of the announcers on the stage. So probably like every year, I would call me or I'd get a call to work for Call of Duty. And this is the first time that I was actually an operator. Yeah, because I had auditioned for some other stuff. I auditioned for like the Long 4 game, but they would always call me back because the audition was solid. But this is like the first time I actually called someone. So that's literally how I got it. I just kept swinging the bat, and they're like, "Hey, I guess someone took pity on me." I was like, "Hey, just."
Man. All right, stop that. You're not allowed to do that. No false fucking humility. You got to own it, dude. You're a talent, man.
Thank you.
I'm gonna channel your mom. Own this shit.
I'm
People are watching here, man. Nothing luck about it. No one took pity. I said, man, this guy's a badass. We want him in our game. That's what I know what happened. Yeah. And I said, we got to have him. There's no way. So own that shit. Yeah. What is the Bomber's line? What is that? Can you say? I don't mean to. Sorry, I didn't mean to chastise you. I just
no.
I want you. You're so fucking awesome. I want you to. I want you to blow up, man. What's that line you use? To blow up shooting. You want to blow up shooting?
I got it from the Jamie Foxx show.
Blow up shooting. It took me a minute to figure out. In his bio, he's got this thing. He was inspired to move to LA in hopes of blow up shooting. I go,
I got it from the Jamie Foxx show. Like, I'm a big Jamie Foxx fan, man, just because he always seemed so talented. Not only could he act, but musically, like I always gravitate towards the actors that could do music really well.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I was a big fan of him. Still am.
So what is this Bomber's line? I don't know what that's about.
I don't know.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Hey, this is just one of my regulars, Shuni.
Love you back, Shuni.
And she's one of the best, man. This is one of the.
Nice to meet you all.
This community, man. I am so honored to have these. The community's awesome. This is like very few trolls, almost no trolls. Everyone here is like they talk. Take care of each other, man. They're amazing. Yeah.
I gotta play the game. Like I really gotta get in.
You and I both. I don't play. I don't play that. I don't have a controller. Yeah. I have to go to a friend's kid's house to play the game and capture the footage and go.
Well, hey, we can do a day or something where we can,
Hey, can your kid capture some footage, man? I gotta make some videos. I actually do that shit.
I see all the cutscenes from YouTube. Like I'm like, what's that thing? Okay, so. If you find anything, send it to me. I'll see it.
Mace is an interesting character. You bet your ass he is.
I concur.
Yeah. So we got to talk more Call of Duty because this is not enough. So when you, for me, I had the luxury of building Woods from the ground up. Like the whole story is I went and I auditioned for the technology test of the performance capture, and then they liked me and they had asked me to stick around to do the testing of the first level for the role of Sergeant Frank Barnes, and then they liked me and they kept me for the second level, and so I was there for maybe 4 or 5 months. And Christmas came, and I didn't hear from them for 3 months, and I go, oh man. And then I saw audition notices and it became Sergeant Frank Woods. And man, it described me to a freaking T. My body dimensions, my voice, my attitude. It's like they took me and they were looking, and they had people coming, and I couldn't get an audition for this role I created.
Not knowing you could act. Like they didn't know you could act. Like,
well, they wanted a star to be in it. They actually looked for a big name. And so I had the blessing of having Dave Anthony, who head strike. He liked me. And so brought me in, and next thing you know, things ended up being Woods. So that's how I ended up in the role. It was very much almost by accident, And I don't know why the fuck I went on a tangent like that. What was the question I was asking you? I was giving you examples. I wanted to have you tell me something about. Fuck. I can't remember. What was I was going to ask you a question. I'm so self-absorbed to start talking about myself as a guest on the show.
No, I mean, but dude, it's an interesting story, man. So.
Yeah, just your whole process in terms of finding the character.
Okay.
How did you find? Like, you're not just. I listen to your stuff. A lot of actors just try to imitate voices, or they have a really bad, bad. There's no substance to it. And I credit that to you being a good actor, but what did you use to give Mace that extra dimension, that subtext, that subterraneous vibe that you have? Because, dude, you have some shit that really affect me. I was telling Jeff, and he says, all can listen. It just hit me like, wow, this guy's an actor. And you had a couple of lines I listened to that just fucking hit me. And that I know when it hits me like that, you got something going on that's organic and deep. It's not just you trying to be a badass, but it's you connecting to something really deep. Like for me, Woods is a whole bunch of my pain growing up.
Yeah.
What built Mace for you?
Me, if I try to get into it, my first thing is whether I'm playing something that's super broad, like a sitcom or 3-camera, or if it's something that's that's on film and TV, shot on 85s like this. My first thing is I always try to let's find where the ground is. Let's just try to ground it and find out with the truest version of where this person is. And sometimes when you're recording these games, I'll be honest, a lot of the times you don't get backstory, you don't get all of the things that you're supposed to have as an actor to really flesh out a character. And sometimes the first time you're seeing it is the first time you're getting ready to go. So like, okay, this guy looks like this is the relationship to the next character, and go. So you kind of got to do that math really quick. For me, I try to make it visceral, and for me, I really just try to ground it. Like, okay, if I was in a situation, how would I react to this? And then now at church, I'm really into the kinetic. I got to feel something. Like I don't know if you do this, but whenever I'm recording a character, when I have to feel it in my body, like normally I'll hold a weapon. Like when we record Mace here in my house, I actually have a Glock. I'll record with my Glock. And sometimes I'll ratchet before a line or something like that. And I really try to put myself in it. But I'm really into the kinetic energy. How does it feel? If it's visceral, like where's the floor at, And sometimes that's all you get. And then the longer you're with the character, the more nuance you can put to it. Like you've been with Woods for a very long time. So
11 years.
Yeah. So you know this guy in and out, and then you've probably had more room where you can collaborate with the writers and be like.
Well, I wrote it. I wrote for him.
Well, there you go.
I wrote all the Dog Black Ops 2's, Black Ops 1, all the Black Ops 4. They let me write on it too, so it's a blessing because I can write for my own voice, and plus we built the character on my chassis, on my backstory. So everything, like you said, when I first got scripts and they had nothing. Like, oh, here's your script. I got it. I walk in, they hand me a new script. I did a soap for a couple of years, so I know how to be fast. But I had to resort back. Okay, what do I know? Now, one thing I love about what you're saying here is that you're a trained martial artist. Right? I've seen you handle a weapon. I know I know you're fucking legit. We went to the range together. You're legit. So that also, like, I got a lot of weapons training. I've been, I was a professional hockey player. I fought a little bit of PKA. I've been punched in the face. I broke my nose. I've taken damage. Yeah. So that changes how you interpret a line. And if you know if you know the difference between a 5.56 and the 7.62, if you know the difference between what ammo means, what this word means, if you've been through a tactical training, when you say these lines, there's a depth of knowledge to it that I hear you bring. Now that I met you and saw you on the range and watched some of your stunts, like so when you talk about a conflict with somebody inside the character, you're not just trying to sound like Rocky sounds like another actor. It sounds like you're drawing from an actual experience. Like hey, you've trained with martial arts. You've been kicked in the head. Yeah. I assume you've been I've been knocked out before. I know what it's like. I know it. We know. I've broken bones. I've lost fights. I've won fights. You can always tell when somebody's writing something that they've never experienced. You can always tell when someone's writing something. This guy's never been punched in the head before. The way he's approaching the fight, that is not how it happens, man. Yeah. So I'm talking for you. I'm going to shut up. You want to talk on this basic, how you base it off your actual who you are as a human being?
Well, I've try not to get too dark, but I've been under gunfire. Growing up in certain places, you've been held at gunpoints. You know what it feels, and you know what it's like to, have that fight or flight. You know what it's like to have an objective, have tunnel vision. Like, what's the cleanest way to get from point A to point B? I know what it's like to eliminate a threat. I know what it's like to feel a threat. I know what it's like to protect someone. I know what it's like to threaten someone. Mm-hmm. It's just it's all a visceral feeling to me. It's I just try to make it, like I said, my main thing is trying to find out where the floor is. I got to believe it. I don't believe it, then it's not real. That's the main thing, just finding the floor of reality. Where's it at?
See, man, everybody wants to have your own campaign. You should be a fucking playable character, no doubt, man.
That'd be cool.
Plus you're fucking jacked too. You're not like some. We're at this. Some of these guys, not disrespect anybody, but a lot of these guys never been in the gym in their life. It's like, see a guy like you bring in a physicality to it as well. Which
That'd be fun. Yeah. Of course. Who knows? Yeah.
Let's see. What's this? What's the deal with mentioning what I call the Skull Mask Club? Any idea in that? Is that it? It's not above your pay grade.
That'd be a Jeff question. He knows all that.
All right. Who'd be the scariest drunk, Woods or Mace?
It depends on the situation. What do you think?
No, I'm a goofy drunk. I'm like I'm a sloppy happy drunk. Hey, how you come here? Yeah, come here. I'm not mad at you. Yeah, I'm a sloppy. Not me. I'm a. Yeah, there's nothing tough about me anymore. I am just. There's no toughness left in me. I'm just floating on the back nine. I'm floating on the back nine right now.
Well, maybe when Mace drinks, he chills out. He's less intense. You never know.
So let's all right. Hey, so are you I don't know if you can talk about anything happening with Call of Duty in the future you can talk about, or
no idea of anything that's going on. I just hope I get a call and go to work, and that's pretty much like you guys are in the know just as much as I am. I have no idea. But fingers crossed, man. It's a fun game. I enjoy the character, so
let's talk about you as a producer. Let's talk about what do you got going on, man.
Okay, so my latest project that I did was called Get the Girl. It is it's a feature film that I pretty much self-funded, and I had a little help on Kickstarter with some friends and some family and some beautiful online people like everybody watching here. And we shot about 30 days, and we did it during quarantine. It's a movie that I wrote, and I wrote it contained to be able to do it in a small time frame. And we just called our friends and friends of friends and got together and just did this action movie. It's fun. It's about a girl who escapes being trafficked and tricks this ex gun for hire to exacting her revenge. And it's a fun it's fun dealing with the subject matter. I think it's a fun ride.
A little bit of Magnificent Seven in there, a little bit of High Plains Drifter.
What was that?
It's a little bit of High Plains Drifter kind of thing.
It's
Kurosawa's The Seven Samurai. A little bit of that.
Yeah,
I like it.
I would I would love to be in the same category as him. But yeah, it's much more about these broken people fixing each other. It's really about.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really about people who kind of know they're part of the same tribe, coming together under insurmountable circumstances and ultimately ending up as a family.
I love it. So listen, you feel open to take a few questions?
I would love to. Let's do it.
All right, so I'm gonna put the link in the. Do me is one thing I got to do a little business here.
Okay.
Hey, like and subscribe because one of my monitors yells at me if I don't do this. Please like and subscribe. Go over to let me put up his stuff. Chris's Instagram is Chris J Alex at Instagram, and same thing it is for Twitter. Please go over, give him some love. Drop a like, drop a subscribe. Please like and subscribe this channel. I'm James C Burns on Instagram. Please join up because that helps us do what we love to do. Because without you guys, we don't exist. So fans, you guys are what make it tick. So every time you step up and let us know you're there and join and subscribe, you make us, you empower us to do more. So thanks and keep it, and fucking do it. That's all. All right. So,
okay.
So let me get my computer working right here. Put it up there. All right. So just start clicking and clicking. So what about music, man? Are you what's your vibe? Are you R&B? Are you in the rap side of things? Country western? Are you an opera singer? What's your music stuff?
I do a little bit of country and rap fusion. I call it crap. But let's see. I have a little keyboard right here that I work on.
I see that. I saw you have a guitar too. You sent me that picture from your riff.
But just mainly, I play well enough to get a basic idea out, and that's kind of like the first thing that enabled me to come out to LA. Is I had my own little independent album, and that got me my first apartment, and
I love it.
To move around.
You got to rub off of me, man. Some of this talent's got to rub off of me so much.
Oh, you're right.
Just throw it on as much as you got, man. As much as you got.
I need some of that writing skills.
Here we go. Hey Zeus, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you again. Jesus is one of our regulars. He's actually a very talented lariat. He does a roping thing. He's pretty talented. How you doing, man? Say hi to Chris here.
Hi, Chris. I had a question for you.
Absolutely.
Is there anything you wanted to be in? Any show, movie?
You know what? I always wanted to do superhero stuff, man. I would love to just be a Marvel character forever, or DC. It doesn't matter. I like. My thing would probably be just something that I would have a great time on with great people. I've been fortunate enough to make some friends with a lot of stuntmen in that area and a lot of actors, and I would love to just be on like a show like that and just go to work with great people and have a great time. Like that would be.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
The relationships you get on, sometimes relationships you get on set, it's a lifetime. There are guys I did movies with that I see them. Oh my God, hey, how are you? Your family, man. It's like you had a baby together.
Yeah, that'd be the greatest, man. Like, just to find new people and just because making a film is, especially after I produced it on a shoestring budget. I'm like, dude, same lines is thing in the world. There's so many other things that have to come together to do that. So yeah, if I could get together with a groovy group of people and do that like on a great basis on a big platform, it'd be amazing.
All right, man. Hey, Jesus, I'm going to kick you off. I got a ton of people getting in line here. Good to see you, man.
Jesus.
Coming on. Bye.
Good one, brother.
Who's next? Hugo Bravo. Get out of here. What a great name. Hugo, you get yourself muted, dude. All right, guys. All right.
What we did last time.
Meow Cat, you're in. Speak.
Hang on. Is it like last time with Ghost?
Yeah, just
well, we
yap
asked them
away.
a question.
Ask a question, sure.
What's your favorite voice line of Mace?
Favorite voice line of Mace?
Yeah.
Trying to pick one without the slurs. It's probably the F off now. It's just so much attitude.
Yes.
That one's fun. What about you? What's your favorite one, Meowcat?
I don't really play Mace, but I find him a very interesting character.
Okay. Well, that one would be the one. He says square, so you need to play with my operator.
Well, there's plenty of stuff on YouTube. Go check him out. The man does an amazing job. All right, Meowcat, I'm going to let you go. We have a lot of people lined up.
Thank you very much.
Bye now. Yeah. All right. Zach James, you dynamic young man. Look at you. Look at this handsome bastard with the beard. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, what's going on, Zach?
I'm just going to run away. Two young, handsome guys. I'm going to go back here and have a soda. You two take over the show. For God's sakes.
You would be the mentor there, James.
Yeah, great. All right, mentor, go give me a goddamn soda. None of that diet crap.
I may have stolen that line or not, and with Gray.
Zach, meet Chris. Say hi.
Chris, how are you, sir? This has been awesome to meet you so far on here.
Likewise.
I guess my biggest question is when you got a role, or then you said you were producing and all that. What especially with Mace, where did you pull the how do you basically create your characters? Is my question, and what is your process with that?
The first part is I like to look at what the character looks like, and sometimes I have to make these up very, very quick. The first time I recorded Mace was I literally saw him not even maybe 3 minutes before I was recording lines from him. So I got to go off a visual, and then I will work with my director. I rely heavily on my director because they know the minutia of the story, and then we'll kind of come together and I'll say like, okay, I think he would sit here. And then we'll normally go back and forth, and then we'll come to that conclusion. So I collaborate heavily with my director. But me, I like to find the floor of reality. Where does this person feel real? And the second thing is I'm very kinetic. I like feeling something. I like to get in his body. So I don't know if you know this, but fun fact, when I'm doing Mace is I either have a prop gun, or if I'm recording at home, I have my real Glock that I record.
I heard you say that, and I got all excited. Yeah, I did 8 years in the Army, and I love weapons and gear and all that. So I was like, oh man, what kind of Glock was he?
Glock 17.
Okay, very nice. I've got the 45, which is the hybrid of that and the 19.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Zach, man, great questions. All right, Zach, I'm gonna let you go, man. We have a lot of people lining up here. Thanks for coming
on. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.
We'll talk soon, by the way. I got it. Right. I got some stuff for you.
I appreciate it, bro. Thanks.
Let's go. Nen, what's up?
Hi.
How you doing?
Hello. I'm great. Oh my God, this is so cool. Your character on the game is awesome. I love using them when I, my question is, I'm sorry, your mic lagged there.
Awesome.
Yep, he's great. I saw the little preview thing James played, and I see you all in these shows, and like your character, I'm like, whoa, he's in that. He's in One Punch Man. He's in Criminal Minds. All shows my parents showed me, my cousin showed me.
That's awesome, yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like surprised. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, I know. I'm like when I see the thumbnail of the video, I'm like the guy who voiced the character in Call of Duty. Yes. And then he shows all these shows. I'm like, dang, like that is nuts.
Well, that's kind of why I did it, because I want you to meet the depth of this, because he's so much more than just this one.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so much stuff, and it's important to me that you guys meet him, because he's a special dude.
Well, like seriously. Thank you.
You're great at it. You're great on the game. You were great. I saw the whole One Punch Man show my cousin had shown me a couple months back. recognize your voice. I'm like, he was great in that.
Thank you.
You're great in all the stuff you do.
Thank you, man. Well, yeah, I'm excited. You know, one thing about One Punch Man is I had seen the entire show in Japanese before I'd ever got the part, so I was a big fan of the show. And then when I got the audition, I was just like, man, I would love to play this guy. And it just so happens that you know, I lucked out and played Boros. But that was one of my favorite ones. My friends still watch that a whole bunch. So yeah, I'm a big One Punch Man.
I've only seen it once.
Hey, Nen, thanks a lot, man. I'm going to move on from you because I got people lined up.
All right, thank you.
Thanks
Y'all
for
have a
coming
great
on.
one.
Peace and
You
love.
too.
Let's go. Fausto, get out of here, you magnificent creature.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, I lost Fausto.
Oh no.
Fausto, come back. All right, a different type of something. Hey, come on, say hi. All right, I guess not. We're gonna let you go. Here's one of my regular guys. He's all right. It's Manuel. He's kind of special. He needs help. So here we go.
I need help. You need help, James.
What's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm good. Hey, man, I like your operator. I use it as allegiance.
You have great taste.
With his PKM, you know, that dismemberment effect is awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, if you have any game footage, mention me on Instagram. I'll post it to my page.
I get a lot of kills with your LMG. I got a question. You said that you were a producer, but
yep.
Like music producer, what type of music do you aim to get to?
So primarily back when it was a job for me, I did hip hop and R&B. That was kind of like my main things that I did. But now I'm kind of gone from music. I didn't make too much money in that. But now I'm kind of like producing my own TV show. Well, not TV show, but I'm producing my own film that we actually finished principal photography on called Get the Girl. So it went from music producing to film and TV producing.
No, that's awesome. Well, at least you can produce, your own like soundtrack for your film.
That is actually exhausting, and I do not want to do that. But like I said, if we will have
that'll work.
Budget,
a lot of work, man.
Capable, but yeah, it's a lot of work.
All right, man, I'm gonna let you go. Maybe we have a lineup here. Thanks for coming. We'll talk soon. All right, we'll talk
Chris.
soon.
I'll send you some clips.
All right, peace.
Appreciate you. Be looking for you.
All right.
Let's see. Fausto, you're back. Get on here, man.
Sorry, I have a problem, bro.
We hear you. You're a robot. I hear the robot sound.
What?
You cracked the robot, but we can understand you. What's going on? How are you?
Oh, you're gone again. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. Different type. Get up here, different type. How you doing, different type? You're back.
What's up?
Hello.
Hey.
Back from the dead.
All right, you're here. Talk to us.
Face reveal. I'm a different type.
What's going on?
I don't know. I don't really use Mace because I don't got him. Because I don't know. But I got the other ghost, so I'm still cool.
You're very cool, man. You're looking good. All right. Thanks for
I want
coming
to
out, buddy.
I want to see a collab with Woods and you, Mace, to be like in just an entire campaign together.
We'd love that.
That'd be cool.
We would love to do that. I have no doubt that.
Write the game publisher. Let them know.
Oh, man, I think we'd kill it.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna let you go, man. We're gonna move on to some new stuff. Thanks for coming by. All right. I see Fred. Gerard, I see you, man. I'll get you on towards the end. Okay, buddy. All right. Freddie.
Oh, no way.
Yes,
bro. My boy Mace, bro. I'm a big
Hey,
fan.
what's going on,
Love
Freddie?
your operator, bro. And just seeing you doing like work in all those other animated shows I never knew about, bro. I love your character. I love how and you just saying how you had to carry a Glock to, get into the character. That, bro, that's crazy to me, man. I love your character. I'm hoping he's in the next game and he's in the campaign somehow. And bro, I'm like a big fan, bro. On God, bro. I love your shit, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Seriously.
On it, I just want to say, how do you interpret the character yourself? Like, what do you think about him? Like, how do you think?
I mean, Mason's. I mean, he's just a badass, man.
Yes, you are, bro. Yes, you are, man.
Like from what I know about the character, and mind you, like I said, there's still some holes because I haven't played the game yet, and the cooler that I get with the community, the more that it really makes me like because so many people enjoy it. I'm like, you know what? Let me
the story behind why he has the mask is because he was in the same squad as Ghost. Yeah, that's kind of like a Jeff Leach question, but please do more collabs with him, bro. And I'm sorry, can you finish? I'm sorry.
No. But I'm just saying what I can gather, man. He's definitely a badass, and he comes off as a very by any means necessary, and I tap into that daily. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just like I said, just hearing everybody from the community talk and seeing how many people are passionate about it just makes me want to invest time in it. Because I'll be honest, it's very difficult for me right now to invest time in things because everything takes so much time. I mean, James, you know how.
Yeah, you're working on a movie, man. Get the girl.
Yeah.
I say the same exact shit all the time. I don't have enough bandwidth to learn how to use a controller. It's just, get it.
Yeah, but whatever it takes, man. Like, I appreciate what you're doing, trying to do like interviews and all that, man. Like, seriously, bro. I hope the best for you on like everything, bro. On everything.
Yeah, reach out, brother. Don't be a stranger, man. I'm on IG.
Yeah. Remember,
man.
Head over to Chris J Alex at Instagram. Join him there and Twitter. Just make sure you track this guy because there's a lot to
talk back to
and his
much
YouTube
love,
channel.
bro. Much love, bro.
Yeah.
Likewise, respect, King. Appreciate you.
See you, Freddie.
All right, man. See you.
Let's see. Who's next? Minor 69er. Get in here.
Yeah, hello. My mic working?
It's working, brother.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Okay. Yeah, I've always been like a fan of you guys since like I've been 4 years old. Like my first game was like World at War, and I kind of just been growing up with Call of Duty games ever since. Like I've always enjoyed your character's voice, like Sergeant Woods. That's probably my favorite character out of all of them. But yeah, you Chris, like your character is like so lit. I always like to use him in Warzone as an operator, and he's like, I always think of him as like just a cool, I don't know, anything necessary kind of guy, you know, like
absolutely.
He's just
yeah. What's your favorite line?
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, it's kind of cool just to kind of bond with you guys, kind of because I've never really talked to any celebrities like you guys, because you guys like are part of like a huge part of pop culture and gaming culture, and yeah, I just a lot of love for you guys, and yeah.
All right, man.
We appreciate you.
I can't argue with that, brother. I'm not gonna argue with any of what you said.
Yeah.
All right, Minor. Thanks for coming on, my friend.
Yeah.
Remember,
thanks for having me.
I got stuff. I just put some stuff in the comment section for go find Chris at these Twitter, at his Instagram, and
I'm definitely more active on IG. Like I reply to everybody on IG. You know?
Okay, good
for
stuff.
as long as I can, I get everybody back.
All right, see you then. All right, Sketchy Irishman, get up here. There you are. You looking
Wait,
good,
I'm on?
man.
Oh, hang on a second. Make the
drop.
We can wait. Don't worry.
Right.
We can wait. We'll wait for you, man.
No, it's fine. It's fine. What's happening?
What's going on, brother? Love the name.
I'm all right. Yourself?
Doing well.
Fucking long time no see, Wade. Or fucking whatever the fuck you're being called now.
Yeah. You got a question from my buddy Chris here?
Alright. How'd the acting role as Mace come around? Like, how'd that happen?
You know, I just auditioned for him. I work. I probably work for the franchise about like once a year. Whenever I get stuff, I just read for it, and then, you know, I just got it like a straight up audition. I wish it was a cooler story, but it's like I got audition and they went with me.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
he fought his way in. He fought his way in, man. You know?
Law and fight other actors to get the role. We're badass enough. I'm kidding. That's a joke.
All right, Sketch, man, catch you loose, man. I got more stuff coming up here. Talk to you later, man. Peace and love. All right. If I let you on, You cannot eat onions. All right, promise me. Okay, go ahead.
Onion boy.
Onion boy. He's eating an onion.
Oh my goodness.
Been too long, James. Been too long.
It's been long enough. It's been the perfect amount of time. And at least you have water this time. All right. He actually ate. He ate what? You eat 7 onions on one show. You ate 7 onions.
6.
Wow.
Chris, I apologize. I don't understand why he does this. I don't know why his parents don't stop him, but he does it.
Go for it.
He eats
You
onions.
purple ones?
What?
Yeah.
No, I don't have any purple ones.
No. Okay.
Oh.
That's hella weird. Just the onion. Okay.
It just there's a backstory, but I don't want to encourage this kind of behavior, so I'm gonna
Doesn't stop.
it just all right, I'm gonna put you off to this side. Okay, just don't go anywhere. We'll talk. Get off to this side.
That's fun.
Gerard, get out here. You got to fix this. Hey, now Gerard here. Have you met Gerard? Runs a great little podcast.
He's been on. Chris has been on.
Oh, you've been on. You've been on.
Hey.
Oh, fuck.
It's been a minute.
I'll just glad to get something. You two here. You two chat for a while.
What's going on?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute with the pair of you. Yeah. So I actually have a question for you. I didn't ask you last time we had a chat, but is there any roles like that you'd want to do? Like you were saying earlier, you want to do a superhero kind of role. So more specific, like
is there a character I want to play?
Sure. Interpret the question.
Ooh. You know what? There isn't a specific type of character that I would want to play. I mean, I have people I would want to work with. I always wanted to work with Shane Black just because I feel like, love the way he loved the way if I can work with him and I mean director wise. I mean, but I guess the role really wouldn't be as important as it would be the people. Just because you're essentially married to these people for a very long time,
Forever, actually.
Months on end, yeah. So
forever, yeah.
Yeah, I think something written by Shane, directed by Taika Waititi would be amazing.
Dude, working with him would be crazy.
Or he could write it too, like maybe on both on separate, just because having 2 writers in the room is like having a shark with 2 heads. But yeah, I mean, either one of them would be amazing to work with.
Yeah. Well, here, hoping you get us.
Yeah. If not, it's not if, it's when. And then I got
there you go.
Have something great to talk about.
There you go.
Hey, Gerard, I'm gonna put you off to the side for me. I got some other people lining up here. Right? We're not gonna lose you. All right. You got another 6 minutes with us, Chris? Okay. Here's Damadou. You didn't hear Damadou.
How we doing, boys?
What's going on?
Hey, I got a quick question for the both of you. And kind of grew up, playing Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2, and I, couldn't help but notice the amount of power that for lack of a better word, that Mr. Burns brought to the table with Woods. It was basically every sentence he said was like a fucking thunder crash. I don't know, but it was fantastic. And I couldn't help but notice that with Mace 2 and Modern Warfare. I really haven't played that game nearly as much as I have Call of Duty. But still got to respect the hell out of that. It's always fun to listen to whenever I'm playing. But a quick question for the both of you is, I know with Mr. Burns, whenever you played Woods, you kind of enveloped that character. You kind of brought in your own personality whenever you were doing the mocap and the voice acting. And Chris, I was wondering if there was any, whenever you were voice acting, if you put any of your own, pizzazz in, like if you had any personal touch on the voice acting, or if you had any influence on that.
Well, I feel like it all had to come from like a personal experience and personal, life. I had to ground him in myself as much as I could, because just quite honestly, there was no time to prep. Like when I got Mace, I saw him about the first time 3 minutes and I had to go. So, just putting yourself in a situation, relying on the director and, inserting, myself believably in the character as much as I possibly could, given them, the information I had, was kind of, all you can do in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, another thing that I want to interject here is that, most of Wood's stuff was done with other actors in the room. I did not do a whole lot in the box. What he's doing is he's by himself. he's not getting a line from another. He's not getting a performance from another actor to feed off of. He's got to create it in this. This is why I'm so impressed by voice actors of this caliber, because you're in the box. It's not like you have another actor. Sometimes you do, but you're not, trading lines or, a lot of Wood stuff. I had people that you see all my behind the scenes stuff, all the split screens. I got actors around me, good actors too, exceptional guys who are generous. We had relationships, right? So I could just talk to guys, and magic happens when somebody's giving you something, and it's not, what Chris did was so impressive that he had to create both sides of the conversation in his head, that's a very important fact. What he's doing is not just his voice, but somewhere in the back of your head, you got to create you're responding to something, and you got to create that performance in your head. Am I wrong? Or that's my experience. Yeah.
Right. Which is why I got to give a lot of credit to, the directors, because they'll, giving me the information that I need in order to create that conversation is imperative, because, you may not know the relationship between you. You may not know anything. It's just like, this is what's going on, and you need context. So it's just like, if you don't have any of that as an actor, you really can't perform. So, the directors are fantastic in giving me that information on a dime's notice, because sometimes we got like 2 hours that we just got to get through it.
Yeah.
Having a good everything.
And sometimes you have like 100 lines to do, and you got to crank them out. You get all the battle chatter and shit. Yeah. So,
you'll have to excuse me. I'm on the run. Y'all didn't see me here. I'm kidding. No, it's just I'm in
all right. Hey, Dom, thanks a lot, man. We're going to move quick to this because I want to get him out of here.
Take care, guys.
Likewise.
All right. Let's see. Let's go with RT. Get in here, man. Give us a quickie.
What's up, RT?
RT?
Hello.
What's going on?
Hello. All right.
Hello.
RT, I guess we lost RT. Simp. Or is it Slimp? Simp. How you doing, Simp? All right, Simp. We're moving on, buddy. And
hello.
I guess that. What's up, man?
Hello.
All right, so let's give Fastos one more chance, okay? Get in here, Fastos.
Sorry, I have recently a microphone problem, I think.
We heard you now. We hear you loud and clear.
So I have a question for y'all.
Okay.
And I think that James he was better than good actor, I think, because he was recently playing he will happen play Black Ops 1 and 2. And so yeah, you're awesome, James. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
But we're here to talk about Chris today.
And I have a question. I have a question for Chris, I think.
What's going on?
Who played this Mace on Call of Duty Warzone?
I'm sorry?
I say, who played Mace on Call of Duty Warzone?
I believe I am all of the Maces.
Yeah, I do everything about it.
Oh, well, hopefully you have a fun game.
Because I do whatever you do. It's like if you have a good actor at Black Ops, James, because I have appreciated all this watching those videos and thank you for all the reasons to say, because yeah, and I do every day. And
where are you calling in from? Where are you calling in from?
What?
Where are you calling in from? Where are you?
What?
I said, where are you calling from?
Like, where in the world are you calling?
Because I use the StreamYard because I'm here for Argentina.
You're Argentina? Okay, that's one. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm 11 years old, and I do ever watch the live, I think, because I have a recently called Sarge Corner. He was actually new. He was happened. And I recently commented y'all because I wanted to have a comments yet.
Well, I'm glad you stopped by. You're 11 years old. I marvel at your bravery to come out here and talk to us. That's well done, my friend.
Hello.
Well done.
Yeah, I appreciate. I think I recently play on the PlayStation 3 on the Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I have Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I have Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And I have Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So my mom has recently paid for this one.
All right, brother. Listen, thanks for coming. I really appreciate you showing up today. Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right, so I got one more. I want to let's see.
The final countdown. Who shall it be?
This is my last guy right here. This is Narcs. He's my LT. He's my second.
Pleased to meet you, Chris.
Hey, all this shit happens.
What's
So
going on, Lieutenant Narcs? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. Just another day in paradise, my friend.
hey, Narcs, I just put you. Narcs, I'm gonna put you aside. Jammore's here. Jammore wanted to talk to Chris real quick. He's not. Jammore, how you doing, buddy? Get in here.
Just got off work.
Hey.
Hey, Chris, how are you? Great to meet you, man. Great to meet you.
Doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Brian, this is really cool. I was looking at your IMDb because I'm a very researcher person, so I was like, this is cool. But
I appreciate that.
You put.
Hey, brother, appreciate that.
I noticed you were on Thundercats, which is kind of crazy. What was your experience with like Thundercats growing up, or like, you know, what was it like playing Pantera? Like so many people played in, like Kevin Michael Richardson and all those other people. Like, yeah.
Dude, well, first of all, not only did I have Cat's Lair as a kid, but I had the sort of almost it was near and dear to my heart. So being able to be Panthro on Thundercats I was beyond myself. I kind of felt like I won. Like it was like, oh my God, I won voiceover. I remember when I got the call, I literally screamed in everyone's ear, and it was like on my birthday, which is amazing. So to answer your question, I am still beside myself. I may have the poster right here.
Good stuff, man.
That is so cool. I would love to bring you on one day, man. Let's have a whole conversation about Call of Duty. Like that's so cool, man. Oh, that's so cool.
Hit me up, man. Hit me in the IG. I answer everything.
Yeah, Jammore has his own show. He does a great show. You guys would be great together.
Hit me up. I'm with it.
All right. So listen, I'm gonna slow this down. Get this young man Chris Alex out of here. I know you got a full day. I can't. I'm gonna kick you guys off.
Hey, did Lieutenant Nars have anything to say? I feel bad. Here, we can get
Nars, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
Like I said earlier, another day in paradise. Just wanted to stop by, say hi, let you know that huge fan, all that good stuff, and that's pretty much it.
Hey, well, I'm glad that you're reaching out, brother. I'm excited to know SARGE'S Corner. Peace and love, man.
All right, so that's it. Thanks for coming by SARGE'S Corner. Let's thank Chris, Jai, Alex, magnificent.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end the broadcast, but Chris, I want you to stick around for a second. And
Absolutely.
All right, listen, thanks for SARGE'S Corner. Thanks for coming by. We'll be back here next week with another guest. I think Weaver is going to be on next weekend. I think I'll know midweek. All right. Thanks, Chris. Thanks everybody for stopping by and saying hi, and we'll do it again soon.
Peace and love.
Out.
Peace.